Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to our sports show. I'm your host, Trevor. Alright, with all the NASCAR news that happened this week, with the penalties and everything, finally we're getting to the previews of Hot Atlanta, or actually Cold Atlanta, but the Atlanta previews, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, Freight Auctions 200. We have 207.9 miles, 135 laps, 3 stages, 45, 45, and 45. KBM, Kyle Busch Motorsports, has won 4 of the last 6. They won back-to-back on 3 of the last 4. In 2022, if we all remember correctly, this was the race that a lap down, John Hunter Nemechek basically decided to draft with one KBM truck versus the other KBM truck. He went with Corey Heim over Chandler Smith, which cost Chandler Smith the victory, which giving the victory to Corey Heim, which in turn kept 5 bonus points away from Chandler Smith, which in the end didn't matter. Chandler made it to the Final Four. John Hunter did not. Now they are both in the Xfinity Series, but we do have John Hunter Nemechek back with Tricon Garage and number 17 Toyota Tundra TRD in this race. Stuart Friesen won Stage 1 last year. John Hunter Nemechek won Stage 2. Like I said, Corey Heim won the race, followed by Ben Rhodes, Ty Majeski, Chandler Smith, 4 Toyotas at the beginning, 2 ThorSport, and 2 KBM. None of those 4 trucks now are Toyota this year. 2 are Chevy, 2 are Ford. Zane Smith was 5th. Stuart Friesen, Ryan Preece, Tanner Gray, Tricon Garage Toyota this year. Derek Kraus, Austin Wayne Self was the top 10. Chandler Smith and Tanner Gray were in the top 10 of Stage 1, Stage 2, and the final top 10. 7 cautions among 40 laps. 18 lane changes among 10 drivers. Stuart Friesen led 49 laps. Corey Heim 22. Chandler Smith 21. Now, a lot of people compare Atlanta because it's got the new service. It's 28-degree banking, so it's kind of a mini Daytona. Yeah, it's one of those hybrid tracks. It's a 1.5-mile hybrid super speedway. Same package as the super speedway, so it's going to race a lot like Talladega and Daytona. We learned that from last year. Now, a lot of people try to compare it. You really can't, because the drivers that do well at Daytona and Talladega didn't necessarily in 2022 do well at Atlanta. For instance, Ben Rhodes, he finished 2nd in Atlanta, but he averaged 1.5 at Daytona and 7.5 at Talladega last year. Ty Majeski, 3rd in Atlanta, 7.0 Daytona average, 23 at Talladega. Zane Smith, 8.5 average at Daytona, 25th at Talladega, and the 5th at Atlanta. So there's really no comparison. It's not like when we do Vegas, we can look at Charlotte and Kansas. We can look at, Atlanta is it. So we've had 2 races so far this year in the Craftsman Truck Series. My picks, I am 2-0. I am 2-2 in the Xfinity side, and Cup side, you can't pick Cup anymore. So I'm 4-6 overall. So hopefully, Xfinity and Truck will get back on track here. Points-wise, 10 drivers for the running for the title this year, just like last year. If you have declared for NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series points and you win a race, or you're in the top 10 in points, unless we have more than 10 different winners. Right now, of the 2 races, Kyle Busch won the Vegas race. Zane Smith won Daytona, so Zane Smith is, at this moment in time, locked into the playoffs. And then we have Ty Majeski, Kristen Eckes, Matt Crafton, Ben Rhodes, Grant Enfinger, Carson Hostafar, Matt DiBenedetto, Tanner Gray, and Chase Purdy. Now, my 4 picks. I know last year, every week is like, Kyle Busch, KBM. I haven't done it yet this year. I did pick Kyle last week, but Chase Purdy and Jack Wood, the KBM KBM Chevrolet Silverados, still got to get used to how they're going to run. Right now, Chase Purdy is sitting 10th. This will be Jack Wood's 2nd start. He started at Daytona as well. So my 4 picks are a couple former KBM drivers The winner of this race 1 year ago, Corey Heim, driving the number 11 Toyota TRD for Tricon Garage. John Hunter Nemechek in the number 17 for Tricon Garage. Zane Smith in the number 38, and then Ben Rhodes in the number 99. He finished second here last year. He does always run well on these style of tracks. So the 4 picks for the Freight Auctions 200 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race: Corey Heim, John Hunter Nemechek, Zane Smith, and Ben Rhodes. As always, thanks for watching the Rubber Sports Show, and don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content. Make sure you check out my driver rankings for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.